children of the one Yahweh. Ye are the chosen of the one Yahweh. And he has given his laws to us. Everything belongs to him.
The name of Jesus that y'all use, right? Where exactly did y'all get that from? Is it the Hebrew Bible pronunciation of
It's the Paleo-Hebrew pronunciation. Paleo-Hebrew ain't got no vowels in it. Right? So we speak the language according to the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, which is vowels, right? What's funny is, last night you had a Christian apologist. He was sitting down with a PhD in Semitic languages, right? And he's laughing about the Hebrew we speak. And he goes, yeah, they don't got no vowels. And the PhD, the doctor in Semitic languages goes, there is no vowels in Paleo-Hebrew. He didn't even know what to do when he said that. Wait a minute. I mean, they're actually right about that. You see what I'm saying? So there's no disputation of that because you can't demonstrate vowels in the Paleo-Hebrew. There's no diacritic marks. There's none of that. It's just it's based purely consonantal. The only letter that you can say is a vowel is the I letter, right? That's it. Makes it sound I, which is where we get Yahweh Shai from. It's the letter that is at the end of that, Yahweh Shai.
Okay, so you know how some people say Yahshua.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not what I can think of. Yahshua.
Yeah, that's Aramaic. That's like a later, these are, the Hebrew, here's what happened to the Hebrew language. The Hebrew language went dead for 200 years. From 200 AD to 400 AD, the Hebrew language was dead. The closest thing to Hebrew that existed after that was Aramaic. After that, you had a group of people called the Masoretes. You had different Masoretic schools in Babylon, in Israel, in Egypt, etc. So they were trying to rejuvenate, they were trying to bring the Hebrew language back to life, right? And bring it in their attempt to bring the Hebrew language back to life, they were all trying to figure out how to pronounce it. So they all three came to different conclusions. Then they all came together and chose which one of those three conclusions they were going to go with. And that's how we have Hebrew that you have today. Through three groups, or it might have been more than three, but these groups of Masoretes coming together and choosing which one of them they felt was best and most accurate. That's where you get biblical Hebrew from. Then later on, the language evolved and went through a Yiddish transition and things of that nature, and now you have modern Hebrew. You see what I'm saying? But that's basically how the process happened. After the language went dead for 200 years, nobody was speaking it. So they were trying to figure out how do they speak it, right? And then they just kind of filled in the blanks, and that's where the diacritic marks and the vowels come in. You can't find them prior to that.
Okay, I understand. So, all right, my name is what is happening?
Yes, sir.
I've gone to several different countries or whatever, and not one other person was going to pronounce my name like me. You know what I mean? Or what I'm used to. So if I'm in Hong Kong or whatever, there's no way they're going to say it like me, or even if I'm in South America or whatever, you know? So would that can that factor into y'all's pronunciation of the name? I guess what I'm saying, is it really that important? I don't mean to say it like that. I don't know how else to say it, but the name that you guys use, is it, I mean, you know what I mean? Like from saying Jesus or saying Yahshua, is it that?
I'm going to show you. Go ahead.
The actual pronunciation.
I'm going to show you. Go ahead.
Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
It's one name. Hey man, I love this brother, man. I love it. Right? But it's that's it. And then give me Revelation with that 3 and 8. Revelations 3 and 8. You know, so there's one other name, no other name.
All right.
So it's not like Jesus and then Jesus and then yes. You see what I'm saying? Like nah, it's one name.
Okay. All right. Even if it's one name though. And sorry for keeping on the spot.
Go ahead. You
one name. I'm still thinking like with all the people in the world, like I don't want to say it's impossible, but everybody pronounce that. You have a Chinese man. How do you say the name again?
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai. Right? So to have a Chinese person pronounce that, or the whole country or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Well, for one, we ain't looking for Chinese people. Let's start there, right? But here's the but though. Here's the but to that. It's a pronoun. It's a proper noun. Proper nouns are the same in every language, right? Even if you were to China or Hong Kong and they say Ashley, you see what I mean? They're still saying what? They're still saying your name, right? Okay. Ashley, but they're saying a little Ashley. You see what I'm saying? But it's still Ashley, right? But go ahead.
I went to a Japanese school, and so my name was still the same in English as it was. Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's crazy.
And listen, every time I see Japanese on something, I go, brother, what is this? And they literally just they just transliterate. So like, original, right? I seen the shirt the other day, it said original on it, right? And all it says in Japanese is original. You just say original. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, explain.
You say hamburger in Japanese is the hamburger. That's all it is, literally. Or orange, you say the color orange is orange. That's all it is.
So it's the same thing, you said, but they might, like you said, it might have a little accent on it, you know what I mean? Somebody might say a word in Atlanta and sound different, the same word sound different in the island of Montserrat where you come from, right? But it's the same word, you see what I'm saying? So that's the point, it's the same word, right? Go ahead.
Revelation 3:8, and I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door.
Right, so Christ has set before this particular church an open door. Here's why, read.
No man can shut it, for thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name.
Not denied that name, so that name is important because you keep the word, which is the law, then you haven't denied the name of Christ, the name of Yahweh, which is his true name. See what I'm saying? You another precept? Okay.
2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 47. So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of God, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Well, that's for the Most High. That's for the Most High. But the Most High's name is also important. Get Deuteronomy 28 on the name. Go ahead, get it. We're going to hit that, Deuteronomy 28, and we're going to hit number 6, right? Because it shows you that both of those names are important. The name of the Father and the name of the Son are important, right? Go ahead.
Proverbs 30:4. Who hath ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name?
What is his name? The name of the Most High, read.
And what is his son's name?
The name of his son, read.
If thou canst tell.
So they knew everybody was not going to know this name. And that's why that verse exists. Everyone's not going to know the name of the Father and the Son, but it was still going to be important, right? Only those who were given that revelation were able to understand it, right? Because most of you hear Yahweh, Yeshua, Yahuwah, or Yehoshua, Jesus, Jehovah. You hear these names. You don't hear Yahweh and Yahushua. You ain't just walking around saying that, right? This is something unique to when you got introduced to Hebrew Israelites that you are hearing. That's showing you that that we are given that name through the Spirit than everyone else ain't got. Because it say the name of the Most High is dreadful among the heathen. So the rest of the nations, they don't want to utter the name of the Most High. Even the Jews, they just say Hashem, which just means the name. They won't even say the name Hashem. Israelis, yeah, they won't even say the name. They just say Hashem. They won't even play with it at all.
Is that what the Tetragrammaton?
Well, no, the Tetragrammaton is the name. That's what the name is based off of. But they don't even say any form of the Tetragrammaton. They just say Hashem, which just means the name, right? So if you see any video where I'm dealing with a Jewish man, I'll just say that. I'll just say Hashem. You see what I'm saying? Referring to, because I'm identifying with how they identify the Most High. They don't say the Most High or God. They say Hashem. So I'll just utilize that terminology, right? Hold on real quick. Let me hit this. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28:58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law,
Right, all the words of the law, read.
that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name,
That thou mayest fear the glorious and fearful name. So this is a part of the curses, right? If you don't fear the glorious and fearful name of the Most High, read.
Yahweh thy God. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful.
See that? He said he's going to bring the plagues if you don't honor the name of Yahweh. If you don't honor his name, you're going to get the plagues on you. So that is also a part of what we have to do, is come back to understanding and invoking that name in order to escape. You see what I'm saying? Because part of the reason the curses came upon us is because we didn't do that. What you getting, Yahweh Shai? Give me that, because I have thy name. I put thy name in there. Yahweh Shai. Right? Because it's all over the place. Because you have some people who will downplay the name of the Father and the Son, but those are in part key along with our actions. You see what I'm saying? Along with our faith and works.
As far as the name goes, when you're talking about deity, you call a name and it can be somebody else you ain't trying to call.
Yeah. Exactly, which is why you should be calling the right name.
Okay, so that's what I'm wondering. Like, I don't know if I can ask y'all that, but I know what y'all answering me, but is there a possibility it could be a wrong name? You know what I mean?
Well, listen, if it's a wrong name, then the Most High would have to reveal something else. But there's only one name that's in the scriptures. And we understand that this language is vowelless, right? So there's only one conclusion we can come to, is the pronunciation of the word. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
John 17:6. I have manifested thy name unto the men.
So Christ, Yahweh Shai, said, I have manifested the name of the Most High unto these disciples, right?
Which thou hast given me out of the world.
So it's important because Christ taught, Yahweh Shai taught the name of his Father, right? So we understand that that's important, right? Give me number 6. 526. Go ahead.
Numbers chapter 6, verse 27. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them.
See that? We will be blessed and not cursed when the name of the Most High is put upon us. That's why we have to, another reason why we have to teach it and declare it and make sure our people understand it, because it's a part of us getting blessed. Just like it says, we're cursed if we don't honor that glorious name. We'll be blessed if the name is put on. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, that's dope. So when the Christians are, I'm saying they're Christians now, but anyway, when the Christians are praying at the end of the prayer in the name of Jesus Christ or whatever, in Jesus Christ's name, amen, or whatever. What are y'all thoughts about that? You're talking to somebody else, you're not talking to.
Yeah, they're not talking. They're not. The Most High does not recognize that name of Christ. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's Greek. Most High don't speak Greek. When Christ kicked Paul off the horse, what did he speak to him in? It said in the Hebrew tongue. You understand what I'm saying? So that lets you know what language that he's speaking. He's speaking in that Hebrew tongue. Go ahead, King.
What was Christ's father's nationality?
Who? Joseph?
Yes.
An Israelite of the tribe of Judah.
Okay.
Yes,
What was
sir.
his mother's nationality?
An Israelite. Her tribe is not set in stone, but the only relatives of hers that we have on record are Levites.
Okay. But it's safe to say they all spoke Hebrew, right?
Facts.
So
Certainly, because they both
therefore,
Israelites.
if I was a Hebrew and I spoke Hebrew, I wouldn't name my son Egyptian
a
name.
Greek name.
Or,
Yeah,
you see,
yes,
you
sir.
understand?
Yeah, that's good.
It's like if I was Japanese, I'm not going to call my son John. I'm going to call him whatever
Yeah,
John is in
exactly.
Japanese.
And the only time when the Japanese start calling their son John is when they come to America. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Now they
right.
say, "Oh, we're gonna give you an English
Yes,
name." You
yes,
see what I'm
yes.
saying? We're gonna give you an English name.
Well, there's a lot of times they'll have an English name and a Japanese name.
Right,
Like I had a
right.
friend, his name was John. He was Japanese, but his Japanese name is Takeru, so it's different.
And a lot of that with the other nations, in my opinion, is they're drinking the wine. They
No,
all
exactly.
wanna
No,
be
you're
like
right.
each
They
other.
just want to be an American Edomite.
Right.
Exactly.
But at
So they
that
got the
time,
name.
they spoke Hebrew. You would have named your son a Hebrew name.
Without question. Without question. See what I'm saying? So that Hebrew, that's of importance. You got another precept? Bring it up.
About the name of the Lord. This is Proverbs, was it 18:10, I think? Proverbs chapter 18, verse, whose sword is this, man? Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. Okay. It says, okay, my bad. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
So it's a strong tower. It's an important thing to understand and to know. That's why they're taking it away from us. You see what I'm saying? Because it's important. They took away all the stuff that's important to us. They took from us. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's important for us to come back and take it back, reclaim these very same things. You understand what I'm saying? Question on? Yahshua? Have I heard of that name? Yeah, I've heard of so many different names. You got Yao now. You heard of who's heard of Yao? Yao. They say the Most High name Yao now. You see what I'm saying? Yahoo, Yao, Yahweh. I've heard all. You see what I'm saying? But why is this happening? Because them 200 years where Hebrew stopped being spoke, everybody's going into this and that. But it's simple. It didn't have no vowel. That's why it's simplistic. It didn't have no vowels. So just say what it is without the vowels. And you got it. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, King.
It's that in Psalms. Was it 68, verse 4?
You say what? Jah. Oh yeah, Jah. Because what we would call them abbreviatedly is just Yah. You see what I'm saying? Which just means he or him.
Correct.
So, but when you put it Jah the same way, it's Jehovah.
Right.
They put it Jehovah. Why? Because that's taking it from Hebrew into English. That's where they get Jehovah from. You see what I'm saying? So that's just what they would call the transliteration. But we know, of course, J don't exist, right?
Right, J.
Jah, Yah. It's showing you Yah and Yahweh. That's what we call them. That's where you get prophets Jeremiah, Yah, Isaiah, Yah. It's all going back to what Yah, the Most High, which is just that abbreviation for he or him. Because what his name Yahweh means, the tetragrammaton, it just means he is, he exists. You see what I'm saying? So when you say Yah, you're saying he or him, knowledge to the Most High. Right, precept? Joshua's name was Jay? No, yeah, because it was Jose. It was Jose. You're right.
There was no letter J until the 1600s. So his name
That's why even in the 1611, it's not even in there, because it wasn't even standard in England at that time. It came out, but it wasn't standard yet. Like everyone wasn't utilizing it yet. Even King James, his name, just like Jesus, King James' name is not even King James. You see what I'm saying? Just like Christ's name is in the 1611 is Isus. You see what I'm saying? So Jesus is even new. You know what I mean? Only a few hundred years old. Shalom, what's going on? It's your brother Chief Priest Alazar, aka the Gorilla Hebrew, and I'm just letting y'all know I just dropped my official clothing line, Urban Gorilla. Go to urbangorilla.com right now to check us out, man, and pick something up. There's URBNGRLA.com. We got all kind of items for men, women, children, even infants, as well as fragrance oil, smell goods. You can also check out Hebrew Israelite Clothing Co., another Sicarii business, on Instagram and Facebook. And as always, you can hit up deaconsicari.com to get your plug on the scarves, the music, and the children's Bibles. Thanks for your time. All praise to the Most High. Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.